Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the live stream tonight. Okay, so we're gonna be doing some things. Hello, how's it going? Now, first thing I'm gonna do is turn this. Whoop, not completely, but I'm gonna turn this down a little bit more because I want to be able to hear, and I might actually end up turning that music off completely because, as you can see right here, we're going to be doing a little bit of video editing, actually sound editing, voice audio editing tonight a little bit for this next half hour of the live stream. And this is for production for Tales of Valhalla, the Aftermath Chronicles. I am Ryan, your director, producer, editor, and everything that I need to be in order to get this thing done. Good evening to you all, and as you already know, this has been pre-recorded for just a half hour because technical issues, and so it's only pre-recorded stuff, pre-recorded live streams now for the foreseeable future, but hopefully that will change soon. And what we're going to be doing tonight is going through, because you know I'm slowly editing season 3 a little bit, and we've already worked on the rough, you can see right here, the rough video edit of Tales of Valhalla, and so it's already been applied to the timeline here, and I only use this is Vegas Movie Studio HD Platinum, which is a fancy way of saying it's a really cheap piece of software. It actually got something I got for free, and so what I use to edit my audio with, because unfortunately HitFilm, although I think they are getting better lately, I still like editing all of my audio through this piece of software rather than HitFilm. It's the only thing that HitFilm's not good at, but I'm sure they're getting better at that. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is show here. I'll just show you.
And just, I don't know, fly across this wasteland of lava and fire? Or maybe we should lasso a few clouds and float across.
See, we're going to be going through some of the voiceovers. So this is for episode 1, season 3, and we'll also go into episode 2 in a little bit as well, because we have a little bit of time. I'm looking at the clock. We got time. And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stop this music and hopefully turn it back on near the end, because I really want us to listen to the sound of the show and show you all what it all entails. So what I've been doing here, and I apologize for all the noises going around the house during the day. But what I'm doing here is taking all the voiceovers that I have scattered throughout this timeline, and that's just my son. He's he goes through episodes of two-year-old episodes of whatever has injured his authority throughout the day. So he's okay though. He's fine. But like up here is all the voiceovers in the timeline from the HitFilm side, and now since some of them have been moved and altered when I was editing the video, now I'm taking all the audios here and matching them up with these so they're all in sync. So I've done that with most of them.
Yes, I know. The airborne elite and their friends.
You can see there is...
They will soon be coming this way.
Really? How did you know that?
You see it sounds kind of echoey. That sounds kind of echoey because both are playing at the same time. So if I were just to mute this,
Yes, yes, I know.
Well, in Chemo she sounds echoey anyway, but
Sure Estevar will
See.
soon hunt me down.
so yeah, there's Karak and
Sure Estevar will soon hunt me down.
see. So, but I need that on a second. Excuse me. And let's see
Ooh
here.
boy.
Sujoa, can you help carry us?
Spoiler. Oh, there'll probably be spoilers too. So
I take that as a yes.
let's see where we are at.
Being carried by a bug. This is a new one. Are we sure this is not against the rules of play?
What rules?
That sounds like something Toothpick would say.
Everybody hanging on? Got a good grip? Good. Sujoa, follow me. I will lead the way.
Okay, guys, we're just gonna take a real slow. Oh boy. Oh.
Hang in there a little bit longer, Toothpick.
Very, very
We're
high.
on our way to
I
you.
don't like that. Too far. Too far. Go up. Up, 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 up.
2
Okay,
miles
down,
up, and you
down.
want me to be feeling safe right now?
Yeah, so that sounds all good. And you hear those kind of waves of panic from a couple of characters at the end. Those are actually some of the most recent voiceovers that I did a couple months ago. I was able to get with the voice actor who plays Lieutenant Dan and the voice actor who plays Gimp, because I realized when going through these scenes, especially when it comes with the airborne elite and these characters flying on Sujoa, that some of them might be panicked about being in the air attached to this bug. So I did some voiceovers with a couple of voice actors and got some of these panic
No
level
worries. No.
panic
Okay.
level
No. Good. We're good. We're
yeah,
good. We're good. We're good.
good.
Go up, 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 up.
Voice
no,
actor
no,
Joey will
no.
appreciate
hot,
me.
Hot. Too hot. Too hot. Hot. Hot.
So I'm putting these
Stop! Go up. No. Up. Okay.
some of those panic voiceovers. So there's Joey, and here is Mr. Dean Klaus as
Slow
Gimp.
down. We're not going down that. Lava! 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 Ah, ah, ah!
That's a little too high, but there are ways to turn it down.
Life jacket. There's so many clouds in here. You old bug in the sky over lava. This is just bad. What do you mean dry heat? My oven's a dry heat. This oven's a dry heat. This is too hot. I could get brownies out here. My goodness.
Half the fun of editing through this is editing through everybody's voiceovers, because some these voiceovers have spanned to where it's like some of them, like I said, done in the last few months. Most of them have been done within the last actually like 3 to 5 years. So before even animating, voiceovers were one of the things that we've done first, and then we've just done like retouch-ups whenever I felt like I needed additional voiceover from somebody. So with that here, actually I'm gonna see if I'm gonna turn on a little bit more music for the moment. 1 second. I just feel like, let's see here, fiddle. No, I just feel lost without the background music. So I'm gonna actually just work with a little bit of background music and then go from there. But I think actually it's all matched up pretty good here. I thought I had more work to do, but apparently I already did some.
Grip? Good. Sujoa, follow me.
Now, what I'm gonna have to do in the future for this is probably add more Sujoa talking sounds, especially if we back up. Like
Who is coming to carry us?
like I probably need to add some effects for when Sujoa flies across them, and then
Giant bug.
yeah, you have to add more sound effects for Sujoa there, so I'll have to make sure to add those later. And yeah, just make sure it's not covering through anything. And then besides that, just going through it again, and then what I'll end up doing is rendering all these voiceovers again and having them in just one timeline. Oh, and one more additional thing too. One important thing to apply down, and actually I'm going to make sure that I...
Being carried by a bug.
Yeah. This down below, one good thing to have, especially if you're creating like a stop motion universe or something, is ambient background sound. That helps just level out people's voiceovers if your voice audios are just not sharp enough. Adding like some background ambience, even if it's hard to tell that it's even there, is good. So I have this background ambience that I use for most all videos that has all of them talking. So I'm just gonna go through this, and before I move on to other things, make sure. And you can probably barely hear it. Here, hold on a second. Let me pause this music again. It's barely audible. But it's there.
You. Estevera's errand boy, right?
I have, sir.
So what I'm going to do is cut out. See here now. This conversation between Kurok and Kimoshi, right at the very beginning.
Yes.
And I just want to cut it out where, let's see here.
Power control.
So be it then.
Okay. So I need to cut it out. Right there. All right. And then find where, right here basically. Now this might change because I know I'm probably doing the I don't know if that's enough seconds for, well, here, hold on. Because I think I'm doing just a map transition here. Let's see here, how long is it? 20 seconds. Or I mean 20 minutes, okay, it's 20 minutes, 17 seconds to... it should be enough. It should be enough, okay. And then I'm just gonna make sure that at the end here this has enough. Yeah, I just need a little bit more, so I'm gonna duplicate, see here, make a copy. And paste. Okay. So, no, wait. Okay, you can see there, okay. I even probably can cut it off like right here, or make it fade out. There, okay. So, again, yeah, just gonna take the background music, okay. And now cut this. And move this over to where, see, not long. There. And then just until let's see here. So not much, okay. Just there. Alright. That should be fine for now. Okay. So that's the background ambience. So that's something important to have. And so that is applied right now to this. So like I said, this will all be rendered. And I'm just gonna save it right now. but like I said, we're already 17 minutes into this. So that means we got about like 10 minutes left. So I'm just going to go to episode 2 and show you what I'm working on in episode 2 of season 3. So I'm just getting started with this, just working on the voiceover audios. And you can see here's there's Dean's
Desert. What do you mean dry heat? My oven's a dry heat. This is too hot. I could cook brownies out here. My goodness, a dry heat, my foot. Speaking of foot, how much sand is in my shoes right now? I can make a sandcastle with all this. It's just...
I don't know why he's complaining about the desert.
Hot lava. Hot lava. Hot. Dragonfly, you want me to ride a dragonfly? Oh my.
That's already been in there, but this is something that I'll have to save for later. Because sometimes the voiceovers, you can't really apply them until you actually can see visually where they can go. And that, for like action stuff like this, I'll have to wait. But for the ones that are already in the script, I'll just add these now. Let's see here.
Oh, brother. Oh, brother.
And I think I kind of need my script out in order to do that. So, hold on a second. Let's see here. Got all my script right here in front of me, but not what I need to. I wonder if there's. Okay, here we are. So, let me see where GIMP needs to go. Okay, so that's just next time. So I already have the voice actor who plays GIMP. Like I have Lieutenant Dan, aka Mr. Joey Ranieri. His voiceover is already out here on the timeline, separated where I think they need to be. And you see there I have labeled the track name. And there is GIMP's, as well as when I put Kurok in sometime. If I don't even think Kurok's in here, but so I might erase that and replace it with somebody else. But that's just so I know, where people's voiceovers are. But I applied Lieutenant Dan's first, and one of the important thing to note too is that I used to actually edit the video first and then apply the voiceovers. And I found it actually, it goes a lot quicker if you apply the voiceovers first, then edit the video, then go through the voiceovers again. It seems like it's quicker that way, so just an editing note. Okay.
Oh, brother.
Again, I'm going to turn that off and just stick.
Brother. Oh, brother. Brother.
That sounds more annoyed, so I'm going to go with that. Okay, so cut it, and this goes right after Lieutenant Dan's line. And
This was
there's a lot of people
a
voice acting.
great idea. It is such a good thing that we have a smart and dashing leader like me to think up these things.
Oh, brother.
Okay, so let's see here. I need to have a little bit of a pause there.
These things.
Oh.
To think up these things.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, that's good enough space. Okay, so moving on.
Stick with us long enough, and things like hanging onto a giant bug will end up being normal. Stick with us long enough, and things like hanging onto a giant bug will end up being normal. Stick with us long enough, and things like hanging onto a giant bug will end up being backwards.
Blooper.
Stick with us long enough, and things like hanging on to a giant bug will end up being normal. Long enough, and things like hanging on to a giant bug will end up being normal. Long enough, and things like hanging on to a giant bug will end up being normal.
Okay, I'm gonna do the last one. Last one just feels right. Alright. So,
Enough of that chatter, you two. Where are we headed next?
I need to find the one that...
Always be prepared for everything.
Yeah, I think that's it. So I actually put this one before Lieutenant Dan says that thing.
Stick with us long enough, and things like hanging on to a giant bug will end up being normal.
Always be prepared.
Let's see here. Put this like so.
Will end up being normal.
Always be prepared for everything. That is something the Sarge drills in us all the time. Such a wise man.
Things like hanging on to a giant bug will end up being normal.
Always
Just
normal.
Always be prepared.
Yeah.
Normal.
Always be prepared for everything.
I think that's spaced out. Nice. Okay. Let's see here. Wow. Already 23 minutes into this. Yeah. So, just about time to wrap up almost.
Wait for us! Wait for us!
Okay, I gotta find out where that goes. And it's always referring back to the script here. And seeing where... Let's see here. Okay. Alright, so I need to find that one. Okay.
Wait for us! Wait for us!
I like that second one. Okay, so cut, and now gotta find...
Affirmative. Let's go, boys. Affirmative. Let's go, boys. Affirmative. Affirmative. Let's go, boys.
Okay. And then that goes on just a little bit after. Sometimes you just got to gauge it until you get more voiceovers in there, because sometimes there's a voiceover in between the ones that you're placing. And so...
Let's go, boys.
Wait for us!
So I'm just going to put that one there. Okay. And... So yeah, I put in three voiceovers. So, like I said, this is obviously something I need to work on more, and probably next time we do a live stream, we'll do a little bit more of this, just because this, besides animating, this is when we're doing a lot. So, very, very boring, but hey, you know, gotta apply the content when needed. But so, with that, I mean, we're coming on to the almost 30-minute mark, so I will call this live stream done, and I will do that by first saying, for those of you who are watching this video on the Tales of Valhalla YouTube page, this is an edited down version of what is an almost 30-minute live stream, which you can see the full content of this episode in our Conductor Productions page, which should the link should appear on the screen here, or there'll be a link down below in the description. And with that, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, do all those things that YouTube wants us to do, even though it doesn't work most of the time anyway, or maybe it works, I don't know. YouTube just gets crazier by the year. But with that, I bid all of you a good night. And oh, here, I'm going to turn this music back on. Hold on. And I'm going to raise up the volume a little bit. And wait a minute. Yeah, and have that on. Okay. There. Okay. Just have a little background music at the end. Anyway, so I thank you all for watching. And you know, if you're watching this live stream, leave a comment below. I'll be watching the comments. Actually, I should have said that at the beginning, but thank all of you guys for watching, and we will see you guys next Wednesday when we probably do more of this, and I'll give you updates on how the animation for Season 3 is going as well. Just 3 episodes left. Alright, you guys have a good night, and we'll see all of you next week.